welcome to the SwitchClicksPodcast, episode 31, recorded on March 2nd, 2021. Today we'll be discussing the beta for Pokemon Unite, which was released yesterday on March 1st, exclusive to Canada for Android devices. My name's Nathan, and I'm joined by Tyler.
Hello.
Jagchi.
Hello.
At the request of the Pokemon Company and Tencent, no gameplay footage or screenshots of the beta for Pokemon Unite will be shown in this video. This video will only feature footage from the Pokemon Unite trailer. So just to do a quick recap, last year, in 2020, we were supposed to we didn't get an E3 from Nintendo because COVID and such. So instead we got two separate Pokemon Directs. And the first one gave us new Pokemon Snap, which was pretty hype. And they also mentioned the mobile game Pokemon Cafe Mix or something like that. And then they teased a second Direct right at the end, which, you know, it was pretty hyped. Like, what was it going to be? What was the special separate reveal going to be? Was it going to be Gen 4 remakes? Was it going to be a new Pokemon game? Well, we had to wait a week, and what we got was something disappointing. I think you can all agree with me.
Gen 4 remakes, that's never going to happen, honestly.
Never gonna happen. Oh, wait, my phone's going off. Hold up. Masuda's calling me. Hello? Oh, you're saying Gen 4 remakes actually exist? Okay, never mind. I guess they exist.
Whoa, okay. I mean, if Masuda calls you, I don't know what else we can do.
Bro, I got his like hotline. He was like, "Hey, Masuda, could you get like Gen 4 remakes?" Like, I got you, sir. I got you.
Oh,
there you go.
Hey, I have an idea. How about let's reveal League of Legends, but we put Pokemon paint all over?
But my question is there Gen 4 Pokemon in it?
Well, there's Lucario.
Yeah, is there Gen 4
Lucario
Pokemon
does not count as a true Gen 4 Pokemon. We need Garchomp.
Oh, there is Garchomp. I believe
Floatzel.
Garchomp's in there too. I think I did see a Garchomp.
Okay. Other than Garchomp, because those are very overused. Where's Staraptor? Where's Luxray? Come on, you got all these good Pokemon. Floatzel, come on, he could be a fighter.
All while you're asking this,
okay.
The Pokemon community basically broke when that announcement came around. Nobody was hyped for it. It was probably the worst game to reveal on a separate 10-minute direct. Was overhyped.
So true.
Pokemon Snap should have been that reveal.
Yeah, honestly, Pokemon Snap should have been there.
That would have been more hype. A big Pokemon Snipe.
But a new Pokemon Snap did get a good reveal, though. It did get a good reveal.
It did. Like, they didn't need a separate direct.
They didn't even announce it. Like, hey guys, new Pokemon Snap. We're gonna do a direct for this. Shadow drop, and everyone's just like, wait a minute. They just released this game. Hold up.
Yeah.
Okay, so fast forward. They did a couple of Japanese betas. I think that's as far as we got.
They did like one. That's it.
Did one, and then fast forward to today, or at least recently, we had the Pokemon Direct for the 25th anniversary. They did not mention Pokemon Unite there, aside from I guess like a montage.
It's also owned by a company that kind of doesn't like give it away because kind of they don't want to do it. I don't know what the company was, but I think it's owned by like a Chinese company. Tencent, yeah. I mean, I guess if Tencent agreed to it, but like other than that, you had like Game like it's not really Game Freak's idea. They just I guess they pitched it to Game Freak and they're like, this is their idea.
It's a partnership, and I think the Pokemon Company has some development input on it. Like, I think the director of the game is from.
I think they just allowed Pokemon onto it, and they're like, "Hey, could you make a mobile game?" And they're like, "Hey,
the director of the game, I think, is from the Pokemon Company, but the developers are mainly from Timmy Studios. I don't know.
It's all up to Tencent if they want to be like, "Hey, we'll give this to you as a reveal." I mean, if they put it on the Pokemon Direct, you would understand that literally everyone would be outraged. Be like, you guys put this over this game? You guys put this over this game? It's like, oh my god.
If they put that in the recent Direct,
not to mention the Pokemon Direct, like especially near the beginning when they're showing off all the things. I think they were showing only Game Freak stuff because I know Conquest wasn't on there. I don't think Pokemon Unite, maybe. I don't think it was. There's a couple other spin-off games.
True. They were missing. A couple of games.
It wasn't a released game though. Like Pokemon Unite was still in development. They showed everything that's like been finished and released.
Well, they didn't. I don't believe Pokemon Contest was shown.
Yeah,
they didn't show Gale of Darkness either.
Those are, I think they're owned by Genius Sonority, I think, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, they're showing off the Game Freak stuff.
Yeah,
I think mostly.
Anything that's revolved around Creature and Game Freak.
Did show the movie though. They did show the Detective Pikachu movie, which was
that is Game Freak. It is an entity of Game Freak though.
Paramount did that.
I guess published that. I guess if like the company allows it, because like Pokemon Conquest.
Yeah, they must have had to get permission. That makes sense.
What we got instead for Pokemon Unite though was a closed beta. As mentioned earlier, it was exclusive to Canada and those who use Android devices. So neither Dakota nor Jagji could have played this because they both use iPhones.
Yeah,
and I didn't realize it came out.
They didn't really say much. Like it was kind of shadow dropped, or it was.
I could also use BlueStack, which is an Android emulator on my PC.
Yeah, they can probably check if you're using an emulator.
Okay,
I don't know how Google Play works.
I don't care. I just want to use the emulator.
Just wait for the Switch version to come out.
Yeah, which is never.
Yeah. So yeah, that came out yesterday. I played it. I did record gameplay, but I did not. None of us can publicly release gameplay, so it's not going to be in this video. But I did show Jagji and Tyler clips of what the gameplay looks like from the beta, and I can definitely say for one thing, it looks different from what we saw last year. They cleaned the art style.
It looks pretty good for a phone game, but at the same time, I don't know. It doesn't feel like it should be a phone game. Are there really any other MOBAs on phones? Like that's mostly a PC thing.
Yeah, it's definitely a PC thing. I guess. Actually, is Diablo a MOBA? That's a stupid question, but no, it's not. They've had big games on mobile anyways, like, Genshin Impact recently as well. So I guess they wanted to experiment with the mobile market and actually dive into it.
That makes sense.
With PC, that kind of ruins the whole exclusive thing for the Switch.
Well, yeah, and Nintendo isn't really going to publish anything on PC.
Yeah.
It's just a weird choice, especially as a MOBA, considering I don't think anyone's super hyped when a MOBA is announced, because, like, I don't know, League of Legends and
League of Legends exists.
Mostly League of Legends is only popular right now because it's like the only MOBA really popular right now, and it's still mostly just riding off of people who are now diehard fans because of the original days. Like
just constant streamers coming on.
Like, I just don't see anyone going, "Oh, finally, a MOBA from Nintendo or from the Pokemon Company." I've been waiting so long for this.
You either have this, or you either have League of Legends or World of Warcraft. You don't have anything else, because anything else usually is subpar.
Yeah, but I mean, of what I've seen, it doesn't look that bad. It's just a really, really weird decision.
Keep in mind, though, I was playing on a I guess I don't know if it's called if I should call it a high-end phone, but the game was optimized for my phone, so I was playing at max settings. That's why it looked really good. I'm not sure how it would look on an average phone. And I will say, though, my phone didn't heat up, which is actually reassuring. Like, the first time I opened up the app, it did get a little warm, but after that, nothing really happened. The game ran perfectly well at max settings.
Well, that's good.
Pretty much tells me that the game isn't actually that bad for mobile. other than how it weirdly fits in.
Mm-hmm. I does feel like it's gonna fit into the slot of a game, like a mobile game where everyone's gonna be like Switch release when, like Genshin Impact and
oh my gosh, Genshin
other really
Impact
big games where people are like,
Genshin,
please
Genshin
just
did
give
good
us Switch
for a
release.
while, but then at the same time it flopped in 2 seconds because of like the
Didn't it burn your phone?
It burns
Doesn't
your
it
phone. Yeah, it does. And at the same time, it also what it did is like the rates are so trash. Like the rates to the
See,
rates
I
for
think
the rates are like I think it was like 0.05, and I'm like that's not good at all.
like, compared to
Even with banners.
Compared to Pokemon Unite's little gacha RNG system, which actually I think is kind of generous for what it's worth. Because it's mainly just cosmetics that gives you, I think. I haven't looked into the prizes yet, but the gacha system in Pokemon Unite is not like game breaking at all. It's purely cosmetic,
That's
I
good.
think.
Though
it is a gacha. People are going to complain about it, regardless.
I don't know. I always kind of enjoy gachas, but I don't know. Maybe that's the inner gambling.
I play
addict.
Pokemon Masters. Gacha system in that game is okay. It's just getting the banner one is kind of hard. Gacha games, they don't really give you guaranteed banners.
Yeah, Pokemon Masters is funny. It comes down to most gachas for me. I download them on my phone, play them maybe once a month, and just collect the gifts and free crystals I get for like anniversary events. So I come back like every year and just summon a bunch of stuff to trigger the gambling addict inside my brain, and then move on to the just move on and don't play it for another year. And I'm not sure if that'd be the same for this game, though I'm not even sure if I'm going to play it just because I don't know. I just don't.
It's free to play. It's free to play. There's really no incentive to play if it's free to play.
I just don't play phone games because I don't know. It feels like something I'd be doing while I'm waiting for something rather than I'm going to specifically choose to play something on my phone over something else. It just making it a very weird choice once again to put Pokemon Unite as a mobile game. Not even like a mobile game with a Switch release intact. It like mixed in. Just full mobile. So weird.
So do any of you two have like anything to ask about the beta? Because I figured some stuff that you probably didn't get during the gameplay videos I shared.
Well, yeah. I guess my biggest question is I think you said previously that you have to pay to get the characters, and I guess I was just wondering how that works, and also how many there are, or if they're like not sure if they're planning to add more, or if this is like a specific roster that won't be changed.
Based on what I played through the beta, you don't necessarily have to purchase the characters. You can actually unlock them by leveling up.
Oh, okay.
And you get the currency by playing the game more, of course. Same as usual. I have a feeling they're gonna add more characters because the roster seems like, pretty average for a starting game. Like I'm gonna expect there to be a growing roster. There's not really much to say about it. They could use a lot more representatives from other generations, though, because it kind of feels towards Gen 1, or earlier gens and later gens. There's nothing in between, really.
Of what I saw, it looked like Gen 1, 8, and then, like, sprinkles from the rest.
They definitely need more reps.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Who decided, like, I don't know, we're not gonna add Scizor or something, but we're gonna add Gossifleur. Then again, maybe they want to stray away from Pokemon that like show up in Pokken tournament. Maybe just to differentiate a little bit.
That's a good point.
But they do have Charizard and Lucario and Machamp.
There's maybe a number of them. And also Smash as well. Like you have Pikachu.
That's true. Well, Charizard, Lucario, Pikachu.
Well, all three starters.
Oh yeah, kinda.
I'm thinking it. I'm not sure. Like, it doesn't look like all the popular Pokemon are going to come in.
Which makes sense.
He's going to be skipped out because evolutions.
Yeah,
any
makes sense.
Crazy evolution Pokemon are probably not going to come in.
Wait, I have a question. So you played as Ralts, but was there an option to evolve into Gallade, or did Gallade just get left out completely?
Gallade gets left out completely. It's the default. Default evolution. I'm not sure
that's
if they'll add in a special evolution.
They always give Gardevoir the benefit of the doubt and just leave Gallade to the last second.
The thing is,
but Gardevoir was in the first 3 golden generations, so it's gonna get
the thing is
a little bit extra.
No one cares.
You know how some Pokemon evolve by holding a certain item, right?
Like Raichu, Pikachu.
There are held items in the game. Most of them are for in-game effects, but I would expect if they ever did that, they could do the alternate evolutions with the held item system.
Yeah. It is a shame that alternate evolutions get left out because I feel like the Hitmonchan, Lee, and Top would be really cool for this game, especially considering they didn't show up in Pokken, which is the biggest. Why weren't they added to that game?
The most ironic thing ever.
Yeah, you make a Pokemon literally wearing boxing gloves and don't add it to your Pokemon fighting game.
Literally, Pokemon named after Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. Don't make it into a fighting game.
Yeah. And a Top. Just the most prominent martial artist.
Yeah, exactly. Any other questions for the beta?
Well, that's kind of my only question. It's was there alternate evolutions or the option to? So it's I mean, but I guess there were. I guess I saw in one of the screenshots from leaks and stuff that there were alternate costumes for characters.
Oh yes, there are. You do have to unlock them. I don't know how to unlock them, but only certain Pokemon do have alternate costumes.
So Charizard, Pikachu, Charizard,
Pikachu.
Actually, I'm not sure. I actually haven't looked into any of those. I only saw
Pikachu. You got Charizard hat Pikachu. You got all the Pokemon
Go
hat on
Machamp's
Pikachu.
Costume.
You got Mewtwo on a Pikachu.
I think
a Gigantamax Machamp costume would be cool.
I guess that could work.
I'm not sure how detailed these costumes are, if they're just hats or if they're full skins.
They're full. I guess you get an alternate icon for each of the Pokemon when you change their costumes, and I think it's a bunch of. I think it's completely different clothes for. I think Machamp has all this tropical stuff.
There's a lot of cool things you could do with skins. Machamp could be red, the red Machamp that you see in Pokemon Tournament, Gigantamax Machamp. You can have clone Charizard.
Shiny everything.
Yeah, every Pokemon could have a shiny, which I don't know, it could be a mastery point almost. You can't get shinies unless I don't know, Pokemon's level 50 or something. And I don't know. I'm just thinking of the few games that have battle passes and stuff, and are also kind of similar with their gotcha-ish mechanics.
I'm just totally confused with the battle pass in this game, so I can't. I just know you have to pay a special currency. Most mobile games have the 2 different currencies. You have the one that you can get easily, and then the one that you have to pay money for. I think the battle pass costs real money. You're given enough to buy the Battle
course.
Pass.
It is a phone game, so...
Pokemon cards are still selling like crazy these days, but Pokenerds always have them in stock. Looking to buy one? Get yourself a Dragonite card? Use the code SwitchClicks to get 5% off your entire order on Pokenerds. This code will also be in the description below.
And the main question on everyone's mind is the game fun?
Okay, I actually have to say, it is really fun for what it's worth.
I could see that.
So it's like, you either get 5 or 10 minute matches, so, you don't have to worry about checking the time constantly. Every match feels like it goes by really quickly, so you're always I don't know how to describe it. You're always on the move. And basically, either you choose to play independently or with teams, whatever you like, whatever your strategy is.
Okay.
It really depends on how good your teammates are. Like this is kind of like another split.
Like most team games.
Yeah, pretty much. You have to rely on your team. I'd say it's really similar to either. It's really similar to Splatoon in the sense that if your teammates don't spread out properly, you get absolutely screwed.
That makes it kind of even more unfortunate that it's not on the Switch, just because I don't know, it being a phone game is such a put off to me that it looks like a game that I would have a legitimately good time in playing with other people.
Don't worry, it's coming on the Switch eventually. It's going to come on the Switch, but
I'd assume so. But
beta.
The main thing I'm worried for is it's like almost Genshin Impact, where I have to assume once a Genshin Impact of maybe eventually comes to the Switch, there's not going to be enough hype for it because I don't know, the hype was all in the first month of it coming out. So I could see this game die off kind of fast, and then the Switch release come out and 6 people play it.
I do keep in mind though, this is just a beta that we have.
That is true.
I have a feeling they're gonna try to release them simultaneously. It wouldn't be that hard to port a mobile game over to the Switch. That could be a lot easier too, because
you can see Fallout Shelter did that pretty okay.
Yeah, so I wouldn't worry too much. If you're wondering about controls, it's really easy. It's really straightforward. I'm not sure how the Switch version would play out, but mobile controls are really easy. What you have to do is move around and hold down the attack button or spam it however you like. And whenever your Pokemon levels up and learns a new move, there's these icons that pop up, and it usually gives you 1 or 2 choices for what moves you want. The annoying part is you don't know what moves they are really until you actually use them. But once you start developing a strategy and all, sometimes you might get an overly powerful Pokemon, maybe a little too overpowered. What's his name? Absol? What's the Pokemon named Absol? I don't know what game it came from.
Gen 3.
It's in one of definitely. It's probably one of the most broken Pokemon in the game
because of some of the moves. Single evolution.
I don't think it evolves at all when you play.
Well, maybe because that's what that Absol doesn't evolve. So
it doesn't evolve.
Starting at max.
Its moveset is probably one of the most broken because all the special moves that you use aside from your regular attack usually have a recharge time. Absol's recharge time for certain attacks are really low, making it basically overpowered against multiple Pokemon. I don't know if it was Pursuit or something. I forgot what the move was called. I think it was Pursuit. It is by far one of the most broken moves I played.
I guess,
and
or maybe not.
It does high damage with a low recharge time.
Yeah, that does sound a little bit.
I think if you watch the gameplay I have, Absol's really fast in terms of movement, and then you have his special moves, which are way too overpowered. The only other Pokemon I think is powerful enough is probably Machamp.
Yeah, I could see that. He is the strong one. Just real quick, cycling back to the game controlling well, it is nice to see from like your gameplay footage and stuff that a lot of mobile games suffer from like both sides, like your entire screen is filled up with buttons to press. Well,
yeah, that's true.
Where this game, there is like the bottom right hand corner is just filled to the brim with buttons, but it's made nice enough to where it's not super off-putting like some other like especially some shooters on mobile where you have to move, use your other hand to shoot, but also have a finger pressing the run button while like I don't know, there's like a button to aim down sights, but you're like putting your you basically have your open palm on your phone to press all the buttons at the same time.
I'm glad they made it this way.
Yeah.
Jag, do you have any questions about the beta?
Nope. I'll just learn it all by myself, to be honest. I mean, my questions have already been answered from the game, to be honest. Like, I'm just like, to be honest, I'm not really too attached to this. I'm more attached to like the main series Switch games versus kind of side games.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and don't worry about learning the game. It doesn't really take long to learn. They only give you like 4 tutorials, and then you're probably going to understand the game instantly. It's not that complicated. It's really just about memorizing what moves you should set to your Pokemon. I don't think there's even much of a strategy there either.
So it's simple enough to pick up, but hopefully it has a little more challenge and strategy put into it once you get into the later. So
basically, think of everything as everything that they advertised in that one in that reveal direct they had.
Yeah, so this looks like a fun game. Hopefully it's good, but also hopefully like I don't know. This game looks like it could be a lot of fun, but I'm a little apprehensive. I'm just like I don't know. It doesn't. It could kind of. It feels like it could come crashing down. Or
I feel like it could stale. Like if this is pretty much like it pretty much goes with any multiplayer game. It probably could stale unless they introduce something else, like another mode or something. Yeah. Because the regular mode kind of feels like a Splatoon, and that game stales pretty easily.
Yeah.
The first few matches are fun, and then as you keep going, you're going to do the same thing over and over again, and it's going to get boring. I hope they introduce more stuff into the game.
Fair enough.
Any other questions?
Nope.
I don't think so. I think that last sentence is a pretty good like wrapping it up point. Just it's a pretty what's the word? Natural conclusion.
Well, there were plans to make this podcast episode into a play it by tier episode, and if I were to give this game a rating, I would say it's roughly A or B. A or B.
Yeah, I think it's it's a little hard to rank a beta, but
you don't have enough to know.
So I think just purely by the fact that it's a beta, I think A and S would probably be off limits almost until the game fully comes out.
I give it E tier at best, A tier if I'm feeling generous. It's fun, easy to learn. You know, it has that distinct Nintendo type of feel where you pick up and play. And the matches are really quick, so you know you're not on a time constraint. But you know, balancing issues. Some of the Pokemon are just way too overpowered. There's sometimes not much of an incentive to do certain objectives, like, you know, fight a legendary Pokemon that randomly spawns in the middle, or maybe the extra ones that spawn. If this was a play up by tier, I give it a B tier. Thank you for joining us in discussing the Pokemon Unite beta. We would love it if you could follow us on Twitter and listen to the future episodes on Spotify and iTunes. Join our Discord for insight on future episodes. See you next time on the SwitchClicksPodcast.
I don't know. While you're at it, a YouTube like, a little bit of subscribing, kind of cool too. Just wanna